Let's be real for a second. Who hasn't met someone who just seems effortlessly cool? They walk into the room and suddenly everyone gravitates towards them. They don't have to try too hard, yet they got this magnetic quality that makes you want to know them better. Well, here's the good news. The kind of charm and social magnetism isn't reserved for just a lucky few. It's something that you can absolutely learn in today's video. I'm going to share some powerful social intelligence hacks that help you become more confident, interesting, and magnetic in any situation. Let's dive into these strategies and transform the way you connect with others. First hack is master the art of listening. Let's start with something that most people overlook. Being an incredible listener. A lot of folks think that being interesting is all about talking. Telling amazing stories is cracking jokes or sharing facts. But in reality, the best way to capture someone is being genuinely interesting in them. The first hack is the mastering of art of listening. So what makes the great listener? Ask meaningful questions. Instead of offering the generic cool when someone shares something with you, dive deeper. If someone mentioned they just started a new job, don't just say nice. Try asking like, what part of the job is excited the most? What the hardest part so far? This shows you care about their experience and it opens the door for them to share more. Second tip is to engage with active listeners' cues. Use small verbal and non-verbal cues to show you're fully engaged. Make eye contact and say things like, wow, that's really interesting, or tell me more. This tiny action can help other person feel heard and understood. And trust me, people remember how you made them feel, especially when they feel listened to. Think about it. What was the last time you had the conversation with someone who made you feel truly heard? Didn't it leave the lasting impression? That's because listening builds rapport and trust, two powerful ingredients in creating lasting connection. So next time when you're in a conversation, focus on being that person who listens deeply. Second hack is to master confident body language. Now let's talk about how you can carry yourself. Social intelligence isn't just about words, it's also about how you present yourself. If your words and body language is mismatched, people will pick up on it. Confident people have a way to owning the space they're in, and you can do that the same by focusing on these key elements. Imagine two versions of yourself in a social setting. One is arms crossed and eye glued into their phone, and other standing tall with the shoulders relaxed, arms uncrossed, and making eye contact with others. Which version attract more positive attention? The second one, right? People are naturally drawn to individuals who seems open and approachable, so stand tall and take up space with your posture. Slow down your movements. When we're nervous, we tend to rush our movements. Confident people don't rush, they move with a purpose and intention. So try to slowing down your movements by just 10%. Walk into the room with a relaxed pace and take a moment to look around. It's just not about how you appear. Moving slowly makes you feel more grounded and in control. Maintain steady eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful tools in non-verbal communication. When speaking, aim to maintain eye contact about 60-70% of the time. If you need to look away, try glancing to the side, not downward. Looking down can signal insecurities. Eye contact shows that you are confident and fully engaged in your conversation. And smile genuinely. A genuine smile that reaches your eyes can instantly change the energy of the conversation. A fake, forced smile, not so much. People can tell when a smile is authentic because it naturally involves the eyes. So when you smile, let it come naturally and let it fade just as naturally when it's time to move on. This small change in your body language will not make you look more confident, but they will also help you to feel more confident. Third hack is to tell engaging stories. Now let's get into the most powerful tool to have you in a social intelligence toolkit. You don't need to have crazy adventures to be an interesting storyteller. The trick is to learn how to tell even the simplest experience and captivating way. And here's how you can do it. Start with a hook. Great stories capture attention from the very first sentence. Instead of saying, I went to the store yesterday, try something like, you won't believe what's happened at the store yesterday. This instantly creates curiosity and people will want to hear the rest. Set a scene. To engage your listener, paint a picture of the setting. You don't need to overboard with the details, but give just enough to make them feel like they're there with you. For example, it was raining, cats and dogs and people were scrambling to get inside. This creates an immediate sense of atmosphere and draw people into your world. Build suspense. People love a little suspense. As you tell the story, build up a bit of tension. For instance, I was standing in a line and suddenly the guy starting shouting at the cashier. Now people are on the edge, want to know what's happened next. Deliver a punchline or insight. Finish with something memorable. You might say, turn out he was just upset because someone cut the line, but everyone thought it was something way more worse. This twist not only adds humor, but also leaves a lasting impression. By following this simple formula, you can turn even the most mundane experience into the stories that capture people's attention and make them want to hear more. Another hack is to use compliments and use names. Here's another powerful, very overlooked technique. Using people names and offering thoughtful compliments. They may sound simple, but they go a long way with making other people feel special and validated. Dale Carnegie, the author of How to Win Friends and Influence People, once said, "A person's name is to that person is the sweetest sound in a language." Using someone's name makes the conversation feel personal and meaningful. If you forget someone's name, don't be afraid to ask again. It's way better than trying to avoid or pretending you remember. Give thoughtful compliments. For example, I really admire how you handled that tough question in the meeting. That shows that you're paying attention to what matters and that you respect their skills or qualities. When you combine using names with genuine specific compliment, you create interaction that leaves a positive impression and build a rapport. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful social hack, mirroring. This is the art of subtly matches someone's energy, body language, and tone. It's not about mimicking them exactly, but rather matching their vibe in a way that creates rapport and connection. So here how it works. If someone is speaking softly and calmly, you might match their tone by speaking in a similar way. If they're upbeat and animated, you can mirror their enthusiasm by picking up the energy of the conversation. The key is to match their pace and emotional tone without overdoing it. Also use body language. If they cross their arms, you might mirror this subtly. If they're leaning in, you can lean in slightly too. This creates a subconscious connection because people feel understood and comfortable when they see someone else reflecting their energy. Mirroring basically building rapport and makes other people feel like you're on the same page with them. It's a powerful subconscious tool to making other people feel more at ease around you. So next time you're talking to someone, pay attention to their tone and energy. Subtly matching it will help you bond faster. And so the final hack is to be authentically curious. The most important hack of all, be genuinely curious about the people around you. When you focus on learning about others, rather than trying to impress them, you create a deeper, more meaningful connection. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of typically, what do you do? Ask questions like, what do you love most about your work? Or what's the most reviewing part of your day? This question not only show that you are interesting, but they also invite the other person to share what they're passionate about. Embrace curiosity without need to impress. Ironically, when you focus on making others feel interesting, they'll start to see you as interesting too. People are drawn to those who make them feel valued and appreciated. Remember, everyone has a story. Your goal is to uncover the story. No one is boring, but sometimes we just need to ask the right question to bring out the most engaging part of the personality. When you make curiosity your default mode, you'll naturally become the kind of the person others are excited to be around with. So there you have it, guys. Powerful social intelligence hacks that will help you become more cool, confident, and interesting. They're all within your control to master. Start using these strategies today and watch how your interaction transform. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone. Okay, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked this video and see you in the next one.